All right, so what's going on, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman V 2013 YouTube channel on this Friday evening. It's been a few days, and I took a few days off to kick back and watch some videos and reflect a little bit about the world of wrestling. And, I was watching a lot of videos, and, I try to comment on the videos that I watch so people will know that, that I've watched them. But, you always can't comment on all of them and whatnot. And there was some controversy the last couple days about some YouTubers, so I sort of tried to stay away out of that kind of picture there. I didn't want to get involved in it. So I was out at my sister's. I was with Matt on Wednesday and Thursday, and we watched Spring Stampede from WCW of 1999, which was a really, really good show. We saw Goldberg face Nash in the match prior to the main event, where Goldberg finally got his revenge on Kevin Nash for what happened at Starrcade in '98, where Nash ended up getting the title with the help of Scott Hall and the stun gun. And in the main event was Ric Flair, who had the WCW title, in a four-way match going up against Sting, Hulk Hogan, and Diamond Dallas Page. It was a match where Hulk Hogan ended up getting injured. He popped his knee. Everybody watching it at the time, I remember, we all thought it was a work by Hogan to get out of the four-way match and then re-enter it towards the end after everybody else beat the hell out of each other. But it wasn't to be. Hulk Hogan actually did get injured in that match, and of course Randy Orton was a special referee. And of course, with Randy Orton being the special referee, you sort of knew something was going to go on, and it did. He went up and sort of screwed Ric Flair, and what eventually happened was Diamond Dallas Page became the new WCW World Heavyweight Champion. But all in all, it was a good pay-per-view. We saw a very good cruiserweight match. We saw Kidman and Rey Mysterio, the unmasked Rey Mysterio, who were the WCW Tag Team Champions at the time. So we saw a lot of good stuff in that as well. So so it was fun to watch. It was something, we decided to watch something different other than WWF stuff, which I usually do watch. But anyway, with everything going on in the world of professional wrestling and whatnot, it's become apparent that TNA and Dixie Carter is sort of like let talent know that they will be off Destination America in September. So the rumors that we heard a few months ago, I guess, are apparently true. I will say this. The ratings for TNA and Ring of Honor went down this week. They weren't very good. Now, I didn't see the Ring of Honor show. I did see TNA. I thought it wasn't very good of a show. I didn't like the way Taryn Terrell lost her title to Brooke. The way they had the lights go out and Gail Kim come out when the lights came back on. She was there taking out Marty Bell and Jade. And then the lights go off again. And then once they come on, Gail Kim's gone. Brooke ends up getting the pin on Taryn Terrell. I thought it was a little cheesy. I think for Taryn Terrell holding the Knockouts title for as long as she has been, they could have come up with a better idea and a better way for her to lose, but they didn't. The show was, like I said, I always stick up for TNA, but this is one of those shows that if I rated it, I wouldn't give it any higher rating than a 5, to be quite honest with you. And I think a 5 was pushing it. I know a lot of TNA fans would probably be upset by me saying this, but that's just how I felt about the show. As far as Destination America goes, I think that company is a piece of crap. Somebody signs a deal with you, and you're 3 months into the year of your deal, and then you're already talking about you have an out clause, in September, the 8th month or the 9th month. So hopefully, Dixie's made it quite clear that TNA still will be around, whether it's a web stream or she is talking about, looking for another cable channel. It was hard to find Destination America, so it might be tough. As it is right now for Jeff Jarrett and Global Force, to come up with a TV deal. So, it could be tough, and I think Vince McMahon's probably got that evil Vince McMahon look like he always does. He's probably savoring the fact that TNA is having problems once again, like he did when WCW was having issues. But anyway, enough of that. I will say there's been not a lot to go on in the world of wrestling as of late, except for all the rumors we've heard about The Undertaker and possibly Sting at SummerSlam. I don't really know if Sting shows up or what would be the reason for it. The Undertaker showing up at Battleground or the Raw after Battleground could be interesting. I would think it would be interesting if Undertaker showed up at Battleground, which he could screw over Brock Lesnar so Rollins retains the title, and then this could set up a rematch for Lesnar and The Undertaker. A lot of people were thinking it would be at SummerSlam. I think I'd wait till WrestleMania because they're in Houston, and this probably would be The Undertaker's last WrestleMania, and he could get redemption on Brock Lesnar. I mean, that's what I would do. But again, I'm not the booker. I'm not the writers for the WWE, and I've said this many times before. Sometimes us fans would make better writers and bookers. But then again, you got to realize that you got to, put a storyline together that's going to last, a couple pay-per-views or so, and, have meaning to it. You can't just throw two guys together and throw a match together. So, but anyway, so I'm looking forward to Battleground this weekend. A lot of people have a lot of different opinions on the outcomes. It's going to be interesting. Now, as far as the Intercontinental Belt goes, when I did my predictions, I did not know about Ryback not being there. So they could either do a one-on-one with The Miz and Big Show, which would be a good idea to have a number one contenders match for the IC belt. And hopefully Ryback will be back soon enough. So again, the jinxed IC belt isn't stripped from another champion. So hopefully that won't happen. I like Ryback as the Intercontinental title holder, and I think he's been getting momentum as the IC champ. And I hate to see that, be stopped and lost because, the WWE right now with the U.S. belt and the IC belt, the U.S. belt right now is a little more in demand and more popular because John Cena holds it, and you have Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and Rusev all wanting it, which I don't think you'd see this scenario if it wasn't for the fact that John Cena held this belt. So I don't care what anybody says. John Cena has held down the prestigiousness of the United States championship. So you can't take that away from John Cena. So anyway, guys, that's about it here on this Friday night on the Iceman V 2013 YouTube channel on the Iceman Wrestling Network. We'll see you guys, obviously, real soon. It won't be another 3 days. But like I said, you needed that little time off to sit back and watch. And, you try not to get involved in the drama and the controversy over if this is true or if that's true with YouTubers, because I don't care what other YouTubers do, as long as they don't involve me in a negative way. I don't care. It's their channel. They own it. They have a right to do what they want. So, with all that being said, everybody have a great Friday night, and let's hope Battleground is a better pay-per-view than the last couple. Anyway, so peace out, everybody. We'll see y'all next time.